The following video may not be suitable for everyone. Don't try anything in this video at home. Nobody was harmed in any of the showing videos and pictures. A deadly day for Ukraine. Drone and missile attacks kill multiple. At least 4 people have died after several attacks across Ukraine carried out by Russian drones and missiles. Ukrainian officials say they are taking the situation very seriously, with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky urging residents to remain calm and avoid panic while promising to act decisively and carefully in order to defend the sovereignty of our state. Although this is the first time Ukraine has been attacked by drones, it's not the first time Russian forces have launched missiles into Ukrainian territory. Earlier this week they also launched several missiles across Ukraine's eastern border. Drone wars in modern warfare, it's not just soldiers who are putting their lives on the line. On Monday, Kyiv deployed unmanned aerial vehicles UAVs, known as drones, as a counteract against the recent drone strikes hitting Ukraine. They will target pro-Russian separatist fighters in eastern Ukraine. These commercial off-the-shelf drone strikes have been used by Israel to deliver precision weapons attacks in Gaza. In Iraq and Afghanistan, Predator drones, operated by remote control from airbases half a world away. What do we know? Initial reports suggest several people have been killed in a series of drone attacks around eastern Ukraine's Russian-backed separatist region. These reports are still unverified, but Ukrainian officials believe that multiple Russian fighter drones were responsible for bombing several towns along Russia's border with eastern Ukraine. One attack on an airport near Luhansk has also been confirmed, but no deaths or injuries have been reported from that incident as of yet. Background of armed conflict in eastern Ukraine. Pro-Russian separatists in eastern Ukraine have been fighting against Ukrainian government forces since early 2014. The conflict, which is ongoing, has resulted in about 10,000 deaths. Since a fragile ceasefire was enacted in September 2014, over 6,400 ceasefire violations have been reported. Sporadic fighting continued along both sides of a separation line drawn up under an agreement signed on September 5 by representatives of Kyiv and pro-Russian separatists. Separatist groups are using drones for surveillance. The Ukrainian government is alleging that Russian-backed separatist groups are using drones to collect intelligence on troop movements, particularly around Debaltseve. The country has also claimed that groups have used drones in attacks against Ukrainian troops. In one instance, a drone carried an explosive that damaged a tank. Ukrainian armed forces have been targeting separatist drone launch sites. While details are still emerging, it seems Ukrainian armed forces have been successful in targeting separatist drone launch sites. This has led to several fiery explosions across southeastern Ukraine as drones crash back down to earth. Separatist sources believe that a large number of troops have been killed, however they are unable to verify these numbers due to communication difficulties in rebel areas. Ukrainian government officials have yet to comment on these attacks or confirm any causalities within their armed forces. Who has the drones, and where do they get them from? U.S. drones were used in Pakistan, but it is not clear how many other countries have them. The U.S. has sold drones to India, Italy, Japan, South Korea and Israel. There are reports that China has purchased or received technology from Israel to build its own unmanned aircraft. The Ukrainian government has responded with a statement saying they are prepared to protect their people and that all possible steps will be taken to do so. However, whether or not they have military assets capable of defending against more drone attacks is another matter entirely. This attack may very well push them over the edge into full-scale war. We'll have to wait and see what happens in coming days. In any case, I think it's safe to say we haven't heard the last from the Ukraine and Russia conflict, yet.
Good evening and thanks for joining us on this Sunday. Today, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky warned there will be repercussions after Russia's deadly missile attack on civilians. Overnight, at least a dozen people were killed and several apartment buildings destroyed in the southeastern city of Zaporizhia. Zelensky's comments come on the same day Russian President Vladimir Putin called a truck bomb attack on the one bridge linking Russia to Crimea a terrorist act. CBS's Charlie D'Agata is in Ukraine with the latest.
Civilians in Zaporizhia once again found themselves the target of Russian military firepower overnight. Missiles rained down on residential neighborhoods as families slept, obliterating homes and causing an apartment block to collapse.